Good evening, everyone. Welcome back. YouTube world, Credit Crusader Army. I salute my lieutenants and the Credit Crusader Army and our sergeants out there. I'll get into who those are and identify them at the very end of the video. It's about 5:35 p.m. right now, Pacific Standard Time, here on November 8th, 2021. One moment, please, though. Oh, yeah. Nothing like a good old cup of our General's Credit Crusader grinds, along with some Mike Rhando tears in here. And I'm missing Todd Givens tears. Anybody seen him? He got lost in between his live event last night and his home. So, let's get into it. I am a full-time Apache Helicopter part-time comedian, David Stanley. So, let's talk about Mikey's video today, okay? There's things in there I can see opportunity with where I've given Mikey credit before about having small tidbits of things that make sense when he gives you, like, tips and tricks. They kind of work to the tips part because he is the trick and the hack. So don't follow the hack, okay? He starts off these videos now lately with people talking at his last live event, all right? I gotta say, though, this one touched me close to home in many ways. There was actually a gentleman today was talking about he's a single father of 6 children. I do really feel that it's a great thing that this gentleman wants to build a business kind of encompassing that supports the single parents community. It's really hard out there for single parents, there's no doubt. And I think that's a great thing. So I'm not knocking him, okay? Whatever that may be or present, but attending a little Mikey Digital Millionaire event may actually get him in credit card or bank financial application trouble. Especially, okay, if you're taking business, okay, advice from little Mikey and his failed recycled family co-op businesses, LLCs, recycled, rebranded ventures, whatever you want to call them. You can take it on a dark path. You know, when you're filling out financial institution, credit card applications and whatnot, you have to be as honest as you can be with them. I mean, most people try to like add a little more in their income or they try to cut a corner. If you're using a tax identification number, totally legal. CPNs, you know, you really want to learn about CPNs. I don't want to get into that too much. I would refer you back to, you know, the CPN workshop at the Credit Crusader. Definitely go to our General's website. He's got some really good stuff information on there. I actually looked at one myself. Just want to get my hands on one and go, wow, this is really good information, especially for someone who's trying to start a business or the entrepreneur that wants to build it up, okay? Going back to this gentleman. The gentleman goes on to praise little Mikey for telling his story, okay? You all know the one titled, Who is the Real Mike at the Credit Game? If you ever saw that video, it shows Mike kind of just sitting there by himself in his backyard from the house that he was renting or whatever. And he's talking about how a while back that, you know, he got himself into some drug problems and the ex-wife basically threw the ring at him, took the kid, the whole 9 yards, okay? Well, if you watch my video in regards to little Mikey's proclaimed confession of his wrongdoings, I mentioned the real reason little Mikey went to jail, you know, for credit fraud, from the fact that he committed theft against the elderly, defrauding financial institution, like bad checks, that kind of thing, possession with the intent to sell drugs, steroids, but nothing that little Mikey mentioned in his confessional video, sales video, actually, because it was a sales video play. It was like, hey, get to know me. I'm going to sell you the dream, right? First thing little Mikey did today was instruct all viewers to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. Nothing that people usually don't do, okay? This is where it gets kind of wonky to me, get a little confusing, okay? I thought little Mikey was the fastest growing credit educational platform in YouTube history. That's what he tells everybody, okay? According to his claims, right? He's the fastest growing one. He's the biggest one out there. Yet his subs continues to grow at astronomical numbers, okay? Look at his subs, guys. The subs are insane. Every week, I think, is jumping like 5,000, 3,000, 8,000, whatever it is. But it's ridiculous, okay? It's usually the same people, bots, okay, that you pay for, employees, family members that keep commenting. And with that many subscriptions, followers, okay, Mike's followers, okay, why are the likes under 100 and why are comments shut off to your former clients, Mikey? They're like, just no one can comment. If you're a former person, you say one bad thing, he's got a team that takes care of it. They just block you out, okay? So I'm just wondering, again, Mikey, ask yourself the question, why are you blocking former clients' comments? Is it because, like, you couldn't help them or won't refund their money back? That's the question everybody's got to ask. You know, if you're out there, you're on the fence again, because some people are watching this. I got my haters out there. Haters, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I think it's a good thing because this is an educational piece, guys, and some of it's opinion. A lot of it's fact. You got to do your own homework. Remember, I tell you that all the time, okay? And I invite civil discourse. I invite comments on my page. If you see comments on my page for anything other than my vendors at the very end that I give, commenting and saying, go here if you want to make money, go here, you're going to get blocked, okay? 9 times out of 10 it's malware, or it's someone advertising trying to get their name out there. Contact me directly. Let me do my homework on you if you want me to say something on your behalf. That's how I see it, okay? Any other way about it. Little Mikey talked about business and wannabe business owners today, okay? He said business and wannabe business owners. You've got to listen to key words, okay? This is how the master manipulator, fast talker, sales agent that he is, moves the way he does, okay? He talks about business and wannabe business owners, okay? If you're out there and you're thinking, oh, hey, maybe I want to start up a Subway. Maybe I want to start up a small pizza place. I want to buy into a Pizza Hut. I want to be a franchisor, okay? I want to start a 7-Eleven. He's aiming at you, okay? Or anything, like this guy who wants the same thing with single parents, okay? It's a slight, again, of him talking. Right? He's like, let me slide in that DM of tugging at your aspirations and mindset to invest. Lose your money to this clown is basically what it is. You cannot lose your money to this clown. He is tugging at you again. The same way when he attacked people about driving, Honda Civics and living in homes that they didn't own, okay? It tugs at you because you want to be better for yourself. You want to be better, right? It's really hard because, this is what he does. Remember, Little Mikey claims of appealing to business owners. Let's break that down, okay? He makes a claim, right? He's appealing to business owners now. That's what he's really aiming on. Like, business owners are seeking him out. They want to come to him to learn the master plan on how to be a digital millionaire, okay? I'm going to break it down for you. Little Mikey sends out cold call emails from like prosperity training, live events. He sends out inquiry emails locally in his area of easy advertising media to come to the live event to learn how to be a digital millionaire, and all under Michael Smiles, Michael Shine, or so on. He's got aliases, folks. He really does. He does. Emails from like truckers that I've talked to. I'm starting to text to the trucking community. Mikey, you got some pissed off truckers right now, man. They're talking to me, and I'm giving them the direction where they need to go, what they need to do. It's kind of crazy. So you and your aliases, buddy, he does this with the intent to have small or startup business speak out about their businesses, like plugins. Like, I'll give you a chance, come to my live event, and you can talk about your businesses. Who's not going to do that? If you have a small business, you're going to do that, right? Why would you not take advantage of that, okay? But that's how the buy-ins, he gets you in that way, okay? So basically, you speak out about their businesses, you get the plug-in. You give thanks by saying that they have come to learn what little Mikey can give them to be successful, okay? They all say the same thing. If you listen, their speeches are almost the same, all of them. Because remember, that whiteboard beside them tells them what they're supposed to say. Name themselves, their company, what they want to represent, what they want to learn. It's all there on the board. They could have messed it up if they tried. And some people actually did. If you watch the full one that he did with all of them on there, people could talk only for 5 minutes. That's basically it. They all say the same thing, okay? What exactly is that? Because every one of them that Little Mikey has been showing us is from one event he hosted last month. It was one event. It wasn't several. If you all watched my last video, you'll see that I exposed Little Mikey's pricing that he won't even list on his website. Up to $11,000, folks. $11,000. One-time payment. $11,000. He's so lazy about it. Like, each one, your Digital Millionaire 2.0, your associate's degree, all the things he has on there is so many hours of, like, the same thing of basically your Mondays that you meet on your website, his Facebook stuff that he has for you. The biggest thing he gets you on is, like, if you're trying to clear up your credit, you don't have the time with the letters beyond that, it goes digital. But that's a joke too. I've already explained that in my last videos, folks. Don't do it. $11,000 to start up your own business. Isn't that why you're going to him if you have your own business? Why do you need to pay him 11 grand to show you how to create that business if you already have one? Like, Little Mikey, you're contradicting yourself. You're appealing to small businesses, but yet you're selling a package for $11,000 to start their own business. This makes no sense to me, okay? Little Mikey claims that he has run 3 8-figure companies over the last 15 months, okay? 3 8-figure companies. We're talking the millions, okay? Now, is that liquid or business credit to those companies? I got to ask that question. Maybe you should too. If I have to get all fair, okay, and I do listen to my Master Jedi who talks to me about this, be fair about this, be factual, okay? I'm being factual there, all right? Business credit on those companies, or is that liquid? Because he's bragging about it, right? Seriously, unless you're renting a home, like let's say a sense, like I would have to say, let me tell Mikey directly. Unless you're renting a home, Little Mikey, at $5K a month, and the home is a $5 million home, that would make sense, okay? But people wake up, okay? Little Mikey tells and talks about leveraging credit. No shit. Hello? The whole world's talking about leveraging credit. That's nothing. It's capitalism and being smart in your business in general. That's nothing new. The whole leveraging credit term that everybody uses is the same thing they all do. It's what we all should be doing if we have good credit, right? We all know that Lil Mikey's idol is Grant Cardone, okay? But even Mr. Cardone knows the moneymaker is real estate, okay? Grant Cardone, what does he do? Takes it in, takes real estate. He takes it, he flips it. Then he mid-level guides manages proxies with percentages on those sub-investments. That's what he does. That's how Grant Cardone became the giant mogul that he is. He thought 20 steps ahead of what the public was thinking, what they could do, and he put it in a process and he did it, okay? That's how he built his company, okay? Guess Lil Mikey was asleep during that Grant Cardone event, okay? When he basically paid for a handshake and a picture to be with Mr. Cardone, okay? My point is then, why is Lil Mikey telling you, okay, the investor, the potential investor who he's trying to secure, close a deal on, all right? He's telling you to buy or invest in a home when he lives in a $324,000 home that he rents. If this man is running 3 8-figure companies, why is he living in that home? Okay? Why is it that he keeps changing platforms up and not sticking to one thing? Grant Cardone stuck to one thing the whole time, the last decade plus. He is a billionaire. And why? Because he knew exactly how to leverage it properly and how to get the buy-in from people legally and show profit back to those investors. Mikey doesn't do that. He doesn't do that. There's a whole history of us there. I'm one of them, okay? Lil Mikey mentions how he does this over and over again. He bragged about it. I've been doing this over again. I take it, I recycle it, I do it again. This might be the first time, okay, guys, that Uncle Bad Touch My Wallet Mikey tells the truth. He does. He definitely opens up LLCs, okay, rides them until they can't back up what they claim to do for their customers, like just crashes them into the ground, okay, then dissolves the LLC, right? Then he goes dark for a week, all right? Make a haters video like usual, okay? He's made 2 of them, right? Okay, guys, come on, talk about it now. Those was it, discount trade lines, and then it was elite deletions. Then haters videos followed when you started complaining about it, like the rest of us, okay? Then started a different angle of education he does, okay, with a platform on the side of a vendor. Guess who the vendor is, guys? That will fast track you to clean credit with digital deletions, formerly known as elite deletions. Please, folks, please, if you're considering listening to the fast-talking Pied Piper swindler from the South and giving him your money, please continue to listen as I have vendors at the very end I'm going to give you, okay? I have them. They're vetted. Trust me, I'm not the guy you want on your ass. I don't leave you alone. You don't sleep. I keep you up past your bedtime. It's ridiculous. I want to mention to you that are accountable vendors, okay? And willing to guide you to success, because it's not just one, and it's not just a conglomerate of that mid-level management. Every one of these vendors that I mentioned, people in the Army, yes, are vetted. Why? Because there's 5 or 6 other Mike Rhandos out there. I'm dealing with another one right now. I have 4 more after that. Trust me, as time goes by, you'll keep seeing them come up and come up and come up and come up. And once I pass that bar, trust you me, the lawsuits are not going to stop. Liens are not going to stop. You can run, you can hide, try to put your money where you want, Mikey and the rest of your little followers. Liens will be against that actual funds that's there, the fluid that's there, the product that's there, the items that are there. You know, I mean, what's the point of today's video showing all these credit cards going by? There's like no names on them. I mean, come on, Mike. It doesn't make any sense. You're talking about assisting small or potential business owners with hiring, firing, operations, management, HR, and advertising. Please, folks, again, do not allow this individual to assist you with anything he mentioned unless you want to get sued as a business owner. Don't do it. Seriously, little Mikey talking about human resources. Yet, Mikey, you and Brock went on a tirade when we started exposing you months ago and threatening your former employees and current employees that you wouldn't pay them if chargebacks occurred, or creating inquisitions to determine who was leaking information to the Credit Crusader Army. I mean, it's like, we think you're leaking information. Let's go over here in this office and talk about it. I would be so confused if I was one of Mike's employees as just asking myself, actually, as an independent contractor, okay? He's not an employee. You're an independent contractor, Mikey. Actually, talking to little Mikey's office, like, where am I? Am I still in the credit game office? Am I in the elite deletions office down the hallway? Oh, wait, that's right. It's Val's matchmaking service. It's all in the same building, folks. The vendors are right there in the same building. I mean, Lil Mikey actually uses the analogy of cart before the horse. Well, if you really know Lil Mikey or been burned by him like the other massive handful of other people have, we heard that as put the bull before the cart, because it's full of bullshit, because Lil Mikey's lips are still moving. That's why. It's not about the cart before the horse. It's Mikey and his bullshit. Second piece of the lie, okay? We have the first one, right? He tugged at your strings. He said, hey, wannabe business. Here's the second piece, how it works when you're trying to do the swindle of the lie for Lil Mikey. Listen as he says that he's assisted in building several companies from the ground up, and little Mikey's looking up, struggling to find the next word. He says it, he's like, I built these companies, and he looks up, he's trying to find what he wants to use as a reasonable answer to you, to sell you on it. He knows he's already lied, okay? He's built these companies up, okay? He's struggling to find the next words. His hand's out here, he's closing it up, okay? That's the buy-in, all right? Piece for the commitment to the sale based on the lie. That's exactly what it is. He's trying to find those. The only thing he can come back and say is by just saying, I can show you the strategies. If you've built the companies up, right, and you have the strategies, why don't you name the companies, Mikey? Seriously, come on, little Mikey. Just name the companies, or have one of these companies come and do a video on your behalf. And I mean a legit video, not where you have some girl stand in the snow, freeze, and say, Mikey, help me get my house. Stop. That's bullshit, folks. Don't buy that, okay? He has you in the hand. You're eating out of it at this point if you're on the fence and you just don't know. Okay, he's tugged at your strings. He's called you out as a wannabe. And now he's telling you he's built companies, okay? Lil Mikey's aiming so hard at the trucking community right now, from people I've been talking to over the last week and some truckers I talked to in Nevada, especially OTR. If you don't know what that is, it's called on-the-road truckers, okay? Why? Because those truckers are independent contractors. They don't really have the time to hunt Mikey down if he falls like short of his promises, okay? Or has the time to hunt him in any which way they can legally. He can continue to bleed them while promising a bold and rich future, but at the cost of thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars in the end, okay? Before they finally realize what he's done and they're broke, hopeless, trying to figure out what they're gonna do, okay? If you're a trucker and considering ownership, it's a bitch the first year. But drive successfully, when I say this, like your money management of your fuel, your AC when you don't need to use it, not taking the money and trying to stay at the hotel nights when you want to stop, just stay in the truck, that kind of thing in the rig. They have a way you could do it, okay? It's a bitch the first year, trust me. Approach your logistics company, whoever you're with, about direct financing on routes, rigs, and accounts. I know, guys, because I was a commercial trucker myself. I tried it when I got back from Iraq for 2 years. And I thought to myself what I did to myself, and I went back into basically going overseas again. Reason being is because it's a tough job, folks. If you want a job that is hard and rough, you're like, oh, it's just driving a truck. It's not that simple. It's not that simple. Between people that you drive with, worry about your rigs getting robbed, worry about your trucks getting hit, damaged goods, it's sitting on you. You have a account manager you have to answer to. There's a rig manager you have to answer to. Sometimes you might get sick. Your downtime, it comes out of your pay. These kind of things are rough. If you can pull it off, though, trust me, okay? Go to your accounts manager, okay? Once you've been driving successful for 1 year, okay? They have guaranteed owned financial institutions. They deal with their own financial institutions. And then you go to a credit union for the business loan to counter their offer of what they're giving you as a trucker to be an independent contractor, okay? I just saved you a couple thousands of dollars going to little Mikey. I really did. Because Mikey's going to tell you the same thing. Why pay for that when I can just tell you right now? Drive good for a year, 18 months. Talk to the accounts manager. Tell me you want to invest. Tell me you want to be an operator, owner. Go from there. And that's how smart you can be for yourself. That's a tidbit right there. I can tell you in 2.5 minutes where Mikey's going to pwn you for 2.5, 3 months and then take a couple $1,000s to tell you that, all right? And little Mikey, you did it again today. Here comes the third piece of the con of the sale, okay? Closing with extras. He's closing with benefits. Now he's trying to get the buy-in to where it's like, okay, first it was, I'm going to help you build your business, right? First it was, he's going to tug at your strings, call you wannabe. Second is he's going to guarantee he's going to be right there with you building your business. Here comes the third, okay? Closing with the extras of what he has to offer. Lil Mikey mentions again about getting this program. You can get credit inquiries knocked off, okay? That's the easiest next to medical debt to get off your own if you have the time. But don't pay Lil Mikey to do this because I have a vendor that will do this for you. Credit inquiries are like 2 points, maybe 4. They're the easiest to get off next to, like, seriously, credit people will go in and say, let me help you. They'll pull all that stuff for your inquiries, gone, 30 days or less. Most likely. I can't guarantee it, but pretty close. Medical debt, 60 days or less, maybe 90 days max. Those are the easiest. Don't get sold out, folks. That's the game Mike's like this to play. Seriously, okay? As Lil Mikey said, these companies could give 2 shits about your credit. That's what he said. These companies give 2 shits about your credit. Little Mikey, is that, or that would be so many bad reviews on YouTube and the BBB? I mean, I just don't understand. Like, you're telling them that people don't give 2 shits about them. And you do? There's so many complaints about you, Mikey, on YouTube, and tons to the BBB. It's insane. He's massive, all right? It's being the largest lying ass clown on YouTube next to Todd Gibbons. Oh, Todd Gibbons. 24 hours that video is dropping, buddy. Folks, Uncle Bad touched my wallet. Mikey talks about time. Time is the essence for all of us, okay? Take the time, do your research, find out for yourself. Do your research, okay? The Credit Crusader Army is a community of support. That's what we are, okay? And great credit and personal ideas. That's what we talk about, okay? Our Lieutenant Jim, the credit guy, along with Lieutenant Dave at Everything Credit, had an amazing idea, okay? Along with Hunter, okay? Jeremy, JM, Sergeant First Class Ellen, along from the Delta team, okay? All the way to followers and real subscribers to support someone against a wall, okay? A wall this person was against himself, okay? With credit issues that was left to fend for himself because of Mike Rhando. Mike did this to this individual. Took all his money and did nothing for him. Nothing for him, okay? They all came together to fund this individual's credit repair. That's a village come together, folks. That's what this is about. People are like, oh, you're a hater, David. You're just talking crap. You look weak. I'm talking crap. No, I'm educating. I invite anybody to talk on Mike's behalf because Mike won't do it for himself, or Todd to even respond back to my questions, Mr. Gibbons, that I asked. When you're getting called out and you know it's truth, the only thing you can do is disregard it because you're trying to not commit to that lie and admit you were doing wrong. And here we are. We're talking about it right now. I'm giving the opportunity. I'm giving the platform. Go on a debate with me, Mikey. Go on a debate with me, Todd. Go on a platform. Let's talk about it. But you don't want to do that because then you'll be exposed for what you guys really are. Snakes, swindlers, taking advantage of people, getting nothing done for them and just running with it. You know, guys, here's the vendors. It's simple to be. It is my description too, okay? This started with Brandon Ashlock. To that video got me to Credit Crusader, okay? Credit Crusader. People talk all the smack in the world. Oh, he hides his face, he does this, he does that. I've already went through this, explain why. I don't need to do it again. Go back to the videos, okay? You'll see. He has great workshops. Invest in them. If you're going to invest $3,000 in a Mikey, let me show you how quick this can go. And let's say 5. On average, it's 5,000 of people I've been talking to money that Mikey's been losing. 5 grand, okay? You could buy a workshop at Credit Crusader, okay? You really could on his website. You go Jim the Credit Guy. He is the guru, okay, guys? Let me tell you. He knows how to take it apart, get to it, show you how to repair your credit, okay? Show you then at that point what you should do with your credit to leverage it to make yourself, even if you want to be a business owner, if you're at that level, okay? Then you have David Payne at Everything Credit. That's our boy David. He's a hustler, man. He's grinding, trust you me. People say passive income. No. This man treats this as serious as a business as Jim the Credit Guy, as Credit Crusader does, okay? This is a bread and butter factor of the platform that he built to help people, all right? David Payne at Everything Credit. You get him money and you'll see real results. And he's even selling you minus 11,000 plus tax for Mikey being 12,000 for 1/4 the price of that. He shows you how to run your own credit repair business, and he guides you through it, and he walks you through it. Okay. And if you don't trust any of us, guys, seriously, I don't know why I'd be saying this, but I really am, because it's true reporting. Independent true reporting is a skip tracer. I joke about him being the Geneva Convention, right? Keeping everybody honest, which is funny because the United States is always honest with the Geneva Convention. Hold on a second here. I was getting a little too salty right there. I would have washed down some, grinds from the Credit Crusader. Even though it's Mikey's tears, whatever. The point to it is, guys, all joking aside, people out there are hurting, all right? I'll give you an example right now. Let me tell you another one. I got this one today, and I hope he doesn't get upset. I hope he's watching right now. Trading Lifestyle, okay? He says to me, yeah, I realized it was a scam after I waited 90 days, and my only 2 negatives were not removed. I even gave it extra time, so it's been 6 months, and I haven't got my 2 negatives removed yet. I had 1 removed. He didn't or couldn't remove just 2. I'm now in an email battle with support, right? Trying to get my $1,800 back. I'm pissed because I didn't receive what was promised, and my score is the same when I started. What do I do at this point? I have nothing right now. I lost my job. I have no money right now. And my bank account is negative $800, this poor guy, okay? So I really need this refund. I also was suckered into giving him my stimulus money to get my credit up with him. Guys, people on the fence, seriously, I'm not making this up. Trading Lifestyle sent this to me, okay? I gave him my stimulus money. Unbelievable. I will sue him if I don't get my money back, but again, I don't know where to start from a legal standpoint, nor do I know how to fill out the paperwork correctly to make sure my legal claims will stick. This is another victim. This is one of many. We've dealt with people with ADA issues. We've dealt from, it doesn't matter if you're black, white, rich, poor, anybody that went to Mike for any kind of thing they got, they didn't get what they paid for. That's the whole point. And they're leaving high and dry on the sidelines. That's not right either, right? This is not going to stop unless you make the change to do it. It starts right here. Credit Crusader Army Unite, I salute you. My lieutenants, I salute you. My Delta team, I salute you. The sergeants, I salute you. The followers and subscribers, I salute you. Even my haters that dislike me, I salute you if you make it a positive point that when you want to cause civil discourse with me, don't say just stupid stuff and ignorant stuff like, hey, you're so weak, you sound weak, you should just give up. That's going to get you the Darwin Award. And that proves right there how ignorant you are because you don't even know what that means. Okay? But to the rest of you, God bless you. I love you guys. Remember, vigorously move forward, communicate. Welcome to this fight. If you're in it, stay in it. Get educated. Get the credit. Go to these vendors. Go to these people. Credit Crusader. Go ahead to David Payne. Everything credit. Jim the Credit Guy. Do not forget these three wise men, please. And I'll be back with another video tomorrow. I promise you that. Take care.